everybody. My name is Ellie Lee, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am an awakening soul in a very unawakened world. I am walking the true path of becoming a being of oneness and doing the work that is needed to be done so that I can rise, I can elevate my level of consciousness over and over and over again to become a being of the divine on this planet where we have been so brainwashed, programmed to sever from the truth of who and what we are. Welcome. This entire YouTube channel is really about me helping people to find the way back home and what that looks like and how do you do it. I've been just like you, where I've been very lost and needing to find a way. And when I found my now teacher, Rachel Fiori, it was the beginning of everything for me, the path of true evolution. And I can honestly tell you that the past 4 years that I have been learning under her and being a student at Master Self University, it has been quite the motherfucking ride. And I have been evolving. And it is not a passive process. It is a process that takes willingness and devotion. We don't call this warrior's work for nothing. This is not some love and light bullshit. This is not just let me meditate my way to the top. Let me just pretend like I'm high vibe because I wear crystals and I walk around half naked in the jungle. This has nothing to do with that. This is truly awakening to how you are programmed, traumatized from the patriarchy. How you have completely attached and identified with your shadow self, where you think that you're this, and that, and you're not. That's nothing, not even close to the truth of who you are. And many of us came here to ignite the divine within us, to help in the arrival of the divine feminine, to assist Mother Earth as she ascends, to be here along with the dragons and serpents, to take this planet back from the evil parasites that came over, raped, pillaged, conquered, dominated this planet, and made it into a patriarchal world. Because the truth is, Earth is a feminine planet, and it was once led by enlightened, powerful women. And then these beings came, and they did what they did, and here's the world now that we live in. Isn't that fun? Okay. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm here to really talk about today the chapter that we are walking into. Okay, as you know, astrologically, Neptune has entered Aries. You know that we are now in the age of Aquarius. You know that now the world is crumbling. You are seeing everything that is evil starting to be unearthed, starting to come to the surface, and you probably feel a plethora of things. You feel a lot of stuff in the collective. You also feel a lot of stuff in yourself, and you don't know how to navigate it. There's a lot of people right now that are drowning in the helplessness and the hopelessness and the victim consciousness. There are people that are wanting to just tap out of this place, fuck this place, like, why did I come here? Why am I here? There are other people who are getting more lost in the spiritual matrix of love and light and just keep it positive and all this bullshit. And one of the most disheartening things that I've seen while everything is coming up is the amount of spiritual influencers, who call themselves spiritual but have not said a word about the fact that people are being brutalized and murdered and families are being ripped apart and taken into detention centers by domestic terrorists called ICE agents, that we are run by a narcissistic, satanic, pedophile rapist as a quote unquote president of this country, and that we are watching also all of these Epstein files coming out right now that are unveiling the truth, which is that everyone, mostly everybody that you have worshipped, that you are fans of, that you have given so much energy and your power to, are all a part of a very, very sick satanic cult. And not to mention the millions of other things that are going on. Okay. So we are here during this time for a reason. And we are here to see it all come up, feel it all come up within ourselves. And then how do we actually change the world? We have to understand that to actually change the world, we got to start changing within ourselves. Period. End of fucking story. My teacher, Rachel Fiori, gives so many teachings on this. If you ever want to hear her teach about this, Masters of Self University podcast, or check out mastersofselfuniversity.com and enroll as a student. She will teach you from day one how to start raising your level of consciousness, how to start healing for real, and how to start doing the work on yourself so that you rise. and that you start changing the world because it's an inward job. The macro is the micro and the micro is the macro. So where are you showing up just like what you are seeing the world? Just because you're not an ICE agent, right? Terrorizing families and people. A teaching that she gives is, how are you a terrorist in your own home? Where are you a terrorist to your inner child that needs your guidance to heal, and all you do is neglect, avoid, escape, suppress? We have to start understanding that what we see out there, we have all collectively created it together. And listen, it ain't your fault that you've been born in a very evil patriarchal world, but it is your responsibility to heal your shit now. Okay. And that is the path that we came on. We came here to master being a being of separation, severed from our divinity, to walk the path of becoming a being of oneness, which is the only truth that exists, which is what we really are. Okay. And in order for us to become a being of oneness, well, we got some fucking work to do. And for you to deny and say, oh, I don't do what they do out there, or oh, I'm a good person, and yet you've never done any work on yourself, is actually ridiculous, and it's ludicrous and it's laughable. And I say that so that you can start to see, holy shit, yeah, I've been lying to myself. I've been tricking myself. You going out there and protesting or walking in a march, right, to end what's going on in the world, but you're not healing anything within yourself, is never going to change what we see out there. You walking and protesting and being in a march, and you're doing the work on yourself to heal all of the evil and the darkness and the ugly and the traumatized and all the programming and the brainwashing that's in you that comes from the old earth. Now we're talking. Now we're shifting. Now we're playing ball. But if you refuse to look at you and how you are a part of what's out there, you will never create a new earth. You will never, ever create true change. Okay? Beings who are willing to go, yeah, I've been born in the patriarchy. I'm fucked up from it. I've got a lot of programming, a lot of brainwashing, a lot of mind control shit from it, a lot of misogyny in me, a lot of inequality, a lot of judgment, all of it. And I am willing to put in the work day in and day out, be willing and devoted to do what needs to be done so that I can heal, so that I can rise, so that I can become the truth of what I am. And the truth of what you really are is a being of oneness. They have severed you from the divine feminine within because the agenda is to desecrate the feminine on this planet. And now you are here inviting you to start connecting and igniting that within, because that's what heals all your shit. That's what brings you back to your power. That's what changes this world. And there's so much shit out there to try to derail you, try to get you off the beating path, to trick you, to manipulate you, to coerce you, to do anything so that you never actually awaken for real. And we are also entering into a chapter where you're seeing all of the fake gurus and the teachers and all these men that think that they're something and they're not. They're charlatans. A lot of them are rapists. And they are taken, and they're all part of the agenda to make sure you never fucking wake up for real. Welcome. What a mission and what a place that we came here to do and to become. Okay? So, with all that being said, this is what this YouTube channel will be about. It'll be about everything that I'm learning from my teacher at our School of Masters of Self University, and how I am integrating and becoming everything that I'm being taught. I am here to change this world, and I do that by changing myself. Period. End of motherfucking story every single day. So, love y'all. Subscribe, like, comment. Until next video, I'll see you guys then. Bye.